Let's chat mental health. My name's Gabriel and I have a thing called schizophrenia. So whether you have bipolar, schizophrenia, PTSD, OCD, anxiety, or panic disorder, or any other mental health issue, we all know that mental health issues can be very hard for most people who are dealing with them. And this is one of the main reasons why I make videos and put them on YouTube, is to help people who are dealing with mental health issues, help them feel less alone and give them advice, as much advice as I can give as someone who's dealing with schizophrenia themselves. So I was diagnosed with schizophrenia in 2015. If you don't already know, or if you haven't seen my videos, I'll just explain who I am. My name's Gabriel. I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia at the age of 16. I'm 25 now, turning 26. So I've almost had this diagnosis for 10 years. And it feels like 2015 was just like yesterday. Like, yeah, a lot of time has passed, but it really feels like it wasn't that long ago. And I can still remember clearly some of the issues I was having back then, and the paranoias and the delusions and the odd hallucination. But I went through my second psychosis in 2020 when I came off my meds. And this caused me to hallucinate more than I've ever hallucinated in my life. I was paranoid, delusional, and I'm just glad that I made the choice to get better and managed to make it back to sanity and feel more healthy and happy. So, funny fact, I was at Wendy's once and I was eating some food, and someone walks up to me and says, "Hey, I watched your videos, you helped my son out a lot." And this really shocked me, that someone in my own city has seen my videos. And then I realized the impact I was having, and it inspired me to make more videos and help more people. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me, and funny fact. So some of the things that help me cope with schizophrenia is, sorry, I just, sometimes I lose my train of thought, but some of the things that help me with my schizophrenia when I'm having an off day is music or being creative. I used to make beats on YouTube, and, or not on YouTube, on Fruity Loops, and I uploaded a few beats to a YouTube channel back in 2015. But that's just one of the things that helped me. But I'd say what helped me the most was obviously the medication, but I'm talking besides the medication. Honestly, one of the things that helped me the most besides that is looking up videos on schizophrenia, seeing other people's belief systems and their story and how they dealt with it, and just knowing that I'm not alone. Because when you're going through psychosis, you feel like you're the only one going through it. You feel like everyone doesn't understand you, and you're getting these crazy beliefs, these delusions of grandeur even, and you think that like it's like magical, but no one believes what you're saying. It's like the universe just loaded a bunch of things into your head, and you feel like you received information, which I know now is a delusion, but it feels like you're figuring things out, and it's like puzzle pieces going together when you're going through it. And when you try to explain it, there's no words to explain it. So when you try to explain it, you sound like you're talking broken biscuits, which is when you put together a sentence that doesn't make sense. But the only reason it doesn't make sense to other people is because they don't see what you feel to be true. Or, sorry, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but you could get a crazy idea in your head about how the universe works, and you try to word it, but you can't, so it comes out as broken biscuits. And that's what I mean. So that can make you feel even more alone. But when you go on YouTube and you search mental health videos, people talking about their mental health issues and their beliefs and the things they went through, I found it really helpful just to know I wasn't alone. And this actually inspired me to make my own YouTube channel back in 2020. I think it was September of 2020. And that's one of the main things that really helped me. And I'm grateful for it. I'm not going to mention any YouTube channel names because I don't really want to, what's the word? I don't know if they're comfortable with me putting their names on my channel. So, but that's something that really helped me. And reading books, some people say that helps, but I found when I was reading books back in the hospital, when I was reading books, I found that because I was reading the words in my head, I was kind of making my inner voice a bit louder, if that makes sense. And it kind of made me hallucinate more. But I'm not saying that that's going to happen for everyone. I'm just saying for me, it kind of triggered me a bit. But it's still a good thing to do for entertainment if you have nothing else to do. And listening to music too. I already said that, but if you listen to music where people are singing or rapping about things that you're going through, you can also kind of feel less alone too. And just a word of advice, what I was doing in 2020 in my psychosis when I was trying to come back to reality, I would take vitamin B3, I think, in small amounts. And I heard somewhere that this helps with anxiety. And I would drink chamomile tea, which has the same effects as benzodiazepines. It has an effect on the same receptor, but it's not dangerous if you consume a normal amount. And this helped me get to sleep because if you've been through psychosis, I'm sure most of you can relate that it's hard to sleep when you're in psychosis because of all the dopamine being released from your psychosis and all that. And this makes it hard to sleep. So chamomile tea relaxes you and calms your nerves and helps you fall asleep a bit easier. It's not the magic cure. It's not going to knock you out, but it will help you sleep a little bit. At least it did for me. And that was part of my routine. Or I would try like sleepy time tea from my sister was living at my mom's house, and I was living at my mom's house back in 2020. And I was 21 years old, I think. And she would go to a tea shop online and order all these teas that you never heard of. And I would knock on her door and ask for tea that would help me sleep. And I would drink that, and it would actually help me sleep. Another thing that I noticed is colors. Certain colors can influence your emotions. And if your room is like a red color, I've noticed it can put you on edge a little bit. And I forgot to mention another thing that I did in psychosis is that I would play meditation music and white noise, and this seemed to help me sleep and stay calm throughout the day and not panic, because I panicked a lot in my last psychosis in 2020. I would get, my heart would race to probably like, I don't know, I didn't have like a blood pressure cuff, but I could feel it, my heart would race so fast that I could hear my heart in my chest beating like it was running a marathon. And this would cause my legs and my arms to go numb. And I thought I was having heart issues or something. But I realize now that I was just panicking, and it coincidentally lined up with the voices when they were counting down from 3, because what would happen is the voices would say 3, 2, 1, and then when it reached 0, my heart would start racing. So I thought the voices were capable of making my heart race. So I felt like the voices could just like cause anything in my body to go wrong. And this really freaked me out. And it was hard, man. People don't realize that schizophrenia can cause PTSD, especially if you think something bad's happening over and over and over again for months. It's very traumatizing, and some people don't understand how hard it can actually be to be stuck in this world where you feel like you're more awake than everybody else, but in reality, you're dreaming. It's like your imagination becomes reality, and everything you think of just becomes a part of reality. And this is scary. But anyway, I just thought I'd chat mental health today. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share it to your friends or anyone who's dealing with psychosis. And I'm here for you. My name's Gabriel, and I have what they call schizophrenia. Have a good day.